top best novels of the end of 2020. The Girl Behind the Gates is a powerful, emotional novel, harrowing in parts but always authentic and full of insights and compassion, and a sobering account of the best and worst of human nature. I was moved to tears by the ending and will certainly not hesitate to recommend it. Girl Secrets Society Evil has many faces. This one you will never see coming. Blonde teenage boys begin to disappear. Who will be the next boy to die? The haunting of Brynn Wilder. In this chilling season of love, transformation, and fear, something is calling for Brynn. To settle her past, she may have no choice but to answer.
It was finally time for the lake to give her up. And so, one morning in late summer, her body washed gently into the shallows, as though she, had simply been floating in a peaceful, watery slumber.
He can't hide the sudden, colourless quality of the skin round his mouth, or the rapid blinks of his usually detached eyes. For the first time, I see the toll listening to and living others' problems has taken on him. It's a strange thing. I'd expected to become more stiff with
Turn away. There's something wrong with this place. Get out now, while you still can. Daniel took a hesitant step into the building, his attention fixed on the envelope bearing his name.
Sanders stared at Greer as water dripped from the brim of the sheriff's hat.
The feeling of riding a train has always put me to sleep. I'm far from unique in that. No matter what time of day it is, every train crisscrossing around the country is dotted with sleeping passengers. Some try to be subtle about it and pretend they aren't really sleeping, crossing their hands over their stomachs and closing their eyes as they maintain as perfect a posture as they can. Others have no shame and dive into it full bore, slapping on their sleep masks and curling up under blankets to hide from the trip. I have a far deeper knowledge of that phenomenon now, after spending the last 16 hours in this seat. Right now, I'm fighting the urge to join the latter group. I have a giant cardigan in the bag at my feet, and I want to wrap myself in it and just block out the rest of the ride. Unfortunately, that's not an option for me. My stop is coming up soon, and for the last 7 hours, I've been on strict orders to stay awake. I am officially on duty, even if the messy
Huge raindrops hit Adrian's exposed arms and face, as her mother carried her out of the porch's shelter and down the groaning wooden steps. Her ears were full of pounding feet and gasping breaths, and her mother's arms held so tightly it hurt. She turned to see her mother's face. Pat's eyes were huge. Tracks of mascara ran down her blanched cheeks, and she flinched when lightning cracked across the sky, blindingly white behind the house's silhouette. Ashburn rose huge and twisted above them. Its white paint was flaking off to expose grime